Welcome back, guys. We are joined by our Director of Investigations here at NBC 12, Rachel DePompa. And the new season of her hit podcast is back, y'all. How we got here. So, Rachel, tell us what season we're on now.
Candace, I can't believe I'm saying this. 5.
Woo, woo.
We are on season 5. I cannot believe it. We want to thank everyone for their support in RBA. It has been amazing.
So this podcast, it's a history podcast, and I understand you guys are not afraid to tackle anything.
No. Myself and executive producer Colton Weekly and digital director Kate Albright love to tell you parts of history you've probably never heard of before. Things that you may have glossed over in the history books or you may not have learned in school. We go into great detail, and we have incredible historians and guest Candace from across Virginia on the show, and we get real. We get into the great detail about the moments in time from the history of slavery to the creation of Monument Avenue. We bring you through the harsh realities of the founding of this country in Jamestown, through the Revolution, the Civil War, and even to more recent events. And Candace, this year we tackle a story that happened a year ago, which is the removal of the monuments. That's now part of the history of this city.
It definitely is historic.
Yeah, it's a historic moment. So we're going to tackle that in this season as well.
Okay, so we're in season 5. So the first episode is now out, right? Just came out on Monday. So can we get a sneak peek of what's in store for the whole season?
Just for you.
Okay,
just for you.
Thanks.
So Irene Morgan is in this season, Candace. She refused to give up her bus seat in Virginia a decade before Rosa Parks.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know her story.
Right.
Karen Cherry with the Virginia Museum of History and Culture helps us share this remarkable story. We take you on a raucous adventure on the open seas with the gregarious John Paul Jones, the father of the U.S. Navy. We dive into the Battle of the Crater in Petersburg. Now, this is an emotional story with an explosion in the Civil War on a battlefield where racism plays an enormous role for the black troops sent into the battle that fateful day. And Candace, any Hamilton lovers out there?
Oh yeah,
because
tons.
we're going to take you to the room where it happened.
Oh wow.
And how the deal that unfolded that got the U.S. Capitol to the border of Virginia. So many more stories that I can't tell you about, but we've got 3 or 4 an episode.
Wow.
6 episodes coming.
That was a heck of a sneak peek,
Yeah.
I tell you that. So
just for you.
Just for me and the viewers at home watching. So how on earth do we listen to this awesome podcast? I know I'm not the only one dying to know.
Yes.
Well, I already know, but tell them.
I want to tell viewers at home. It is like listening to an audiobook, okay? So you could do this on long walks, you can do it at the gym, while you're driving in your car with your Bluetooth, and you can go to our website, NBC12.com/howwegothere, and listen on the desktop. You can also go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and you just search How We Got Here. You'll see this logo, and you subscribe. There are 4 complete seasons out there, Candace, so there's a lot for folks to binge listen.
And what I'm gathering, Rachel, we can pretty much get this podcast anywhere where you can get a podcast. Because, I mean, you just listed a ton of places for us to be able to listen to.
We're all the big places.
Okay.
We're the real deal. We are a real podcast.
Definitely. So thank you so much, Rachel. You can get How We Got Here, the podcast season 5. Episode 1 is out now. We're back with more 12 About Town today after the break. Thanks, Rachel.